The medical bay of the Interstellar research station glowed beneath soft artificial light. Machines hummed quietly as they monitored life signs across the ward. Dr. Vexia, a RUL physician with iridescent skin and large, dark observant eyes, reviewed the data of her newest patient. He was human, a species known throughout the galaxy for impulsiveness and emotional unpredictability. His name was Alex. He had suffered an engineering accident and required a routine cellular regeneration procedure. To Vexia, humans were medically simple. Their biology lacked the intricate complexities of many advanced species. Straightforward, efficient, predictable. She entered the recovery room holding her data pad in her four-fingered hands. Alex lay on the bio bed, awake and alert. When he saw her, he offered a warm smile. A human gesture she had learned signified friendliness. She responded with a brief nod and focused on the readings. Vitals stable. Regeneration progressing normally. She explained the aftercare instructions in precise clinical language, her melodic voice steady and detached. Alex listened carefully, but instead of passively accepting her instructions, he asked thoughtful questions. He wanted to understand the process, not simply comply with it. Vexia found this unusual. Most patients followed instructions without curiosity. When she finished, she turned to leave. "Thank you, doctor," Alex said sincerely. "I really appreciate how thorough you've been." It was a simple statement, but the sincerity in his voice lingered. She paused. His eyes held calmness, patience, something that contradicted her assumptions about human volatility. She left the room, yet her thoughts remained behind. Over the following days, she found herself visiting his room more often than required. His recovery was smooth. Minimal intervention was necessary. Still, she checked on him repeatedly. Each time, he greeted her with that same warm smile. He asked about her work, about RUL medicine, about their philosophies and techniques. Vexia explained that RUL healing emphasized efficiency and emotional detachment. Alex listened attentively. Then he shared the human philosophy of care, empathy, emotional presence, reassurance. The contrast fascinated her. One evening, she entered his room to find him reading a physical book, a rare artifact from Earth. He offered to read a passage aloud. It was a poem about resilience and hope. His voice was gentle. The words painted images she had never experienced. RUL communication was direct and data-driven. Artistic expression was considered unnecessary. Yet she found herself sitting beside him, captivated by the rhythm of human language. Alex smiled when he noticed her engagement. "Stories are how we connect," he explained. "They're how we share pieces of ourselves." In that moment, Vexia realized how sterile her world had been. She began seeing him not as a patient, but as a person, a being with depth, culture, and quiet strength. That night, she left his room carrying a feeling she could not logically define. A warmth. Then crisis struck. A rare atmospheric contamination spread through the station, flooding the medical bay with patients. Vexia worked tirelessly, focused and composed amid the chaos. Suddenly, Alex appeared, fully recovered, offering help. He had no medical training, yet he calmed frightened patients, fetched supplies, and offered reassurance. He held the hand of a trembling alien child, speaking softly until the child relaxed. When critical equipment malfunctioned, he repaired it with steady engineering precision. Vexia watched him closely, his patience, his composure, his compassion. She realized something profound. These were not weaknesses, they were strengths. He worked beside her for hours without complaint. Always steady, always kind. When the crisis finally stabilized, she looked at him, face smudged with grime, and saw extraordinary character. She thanked him, her voice softer than ever before. "I'm just glad I could help," he replied with quiet humility. In that moment, something inside her shifted. The walls she had built around her heart began to crumble. She was falling for him, and it terrified her. In the quiet days that followed, she avoided him, buried herself in research, tried to rationalize what she felt. But logic failed her. His laughter, his gentleness, their conversations, they replayed endlessly in her mind. RUL society valued restraint, control, emotional discipline, yet her feelings refused analysis. One day, Alex sent her a message inviting her to the observation deck to witness a rare stellar phenomenon. Her first instinct was to decline. Curiosity prevailed. She found him standing before a swirling nebula beyond the viewport. When he smiled, her resolve dissolved. They stood together in silence, watching the stars. Alex spoke about how humans searched the cosmos for meaning, for connection. He admitted that meeting her had changed him. Vexia felt emotion surge through her. She confessed her inner conflict, that he had challenged everything she believed about control and logic. Alex listened without judgment. Love isn't weakness, he said gently. It bridges gaps. He reached for her hand. The contact sent an unfamiliar current through her being. Electric. Powerful. She looked into his eyes and saw patience, acceptance, love, and she let go of her fear. She had fallen in love with a human man. Weeks passed, and they became inseparable. They explored the station, shared meals, and exchanged stories of Earth and RUL worlds. Vexia discovered human music and art, and the beauty within imperfection. Alex immersed himself in RUL precision and discipline. Her colleagues noticed the change. She smiled more, spoke more warmly. Some expressed concern. She ignored them. She knew what she felt was real. One evening, Alex brought her to a secluded garden module filled with earth plants he had cultivated. Beneath the starlight filtering through the viewport, he presented her with a small flower, a symbol of affection. She accepted it, her heart full. "You've stolen my heart," she said softly, a phrase she had learned from his stories. He laughed gently. "You stole mine first." Two beings from different worlds stood together beneath the stars. In healing his body, she realized he had healed her soul. She leaned into him, certain now that their love would endure, a testament to patience, to understanding, and to the boundless potential of the human heart. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.